crack of dawn. I'm Dawn Lombardi, and we are going to paint an Anne Packard painting. Let me show you what it is up close, okay? I'll show you what it looks like. This is on my phone here. If you look up Anne Packard, she's a great success story. You can look her up in case I'm wrong, but she is from the Bronx or Queens, I believe. One of, I don't know how many children. Used to vacation on Provincetown, Cape Cod, with her family when she was little, and then eventually with her own family that she had, I think, like 5 kids. I think 4 girls and a boy. You can look it all up. She is a total success story. She lived on Provincetown and then was a single mom. You can read all about what happened with the husband and all that. It was sad, I think. She's a wacky, funny, totally pretty, great lady. She's got to be in her 80s now. But I've been following her. My friend Lee from the Cape loves her paintings, and they go for like $300,000 now. So she's great. She used to hang them on the side of the fence at her home in Provincetown, sell them for like $20, $30. And now a painting of hers would be about roughly something like this size, like $20,000, $30,000. I think some of them are over $300,000. So it's pretty cool. So I'm going to get started. I'm going to show you what I have here. Okay, again, we're at my house here, so I'm going to have to just wing it. Thanks to Nettie and Brian, Eric, Joni, everybody at Nutmeg TV, and you're going to see that my friend Christina is going to start a show. I was encouraging her to do that. But let's start. First of all, you're going to notice that there is a line in the background, and it is dark bluish black. So I'm going to put that in. Hope everybody's been great. So I've got some bluish. I don't know why I'm holding all these brushes. It's kind of crazy. I'm going to put them down. Put them down. I'm using a paper plate today. Okay, it's kind of a glossy one. So again, I'll show you what I got. It's kind of a glossy plate so that it won't absorb my paint. Okay, and I have to look at Anne's picture in order to paint it. So kind of a bluish black, and there's going to be a line that's bluish black. It's going to separate the sky from the land, so like a beach. Okay, I'm going to do 2 episodes on this one, so this is going to be an hour-long painting. So please tune in. Oh, so excited. I don't know if you can see when I'm standing up, so I'm just going to go down here like this. I've got my picture here. Sometimes when you have a picture, it's just easier to work with. So yeah, I've got this bluish, blackish line. Keep the phone there so I can see what I'm doing. If it's not perfect like Anne's, don't forget to paint the sides. Okay, it's going to be gorgeous. Gorgeous. My daughter did my makeup, so it's a little different than I normally look. And I'm in my new living room decorated by Heather Grayling. Thanks, Heather, from Vivitu. We're not done yet, but she is just going to her store. She's on the corner by Truffles, you know, next door. Just amazing stuff. It's going to get a lighter blue, and it's also going to get a little bit yellow. So I do have a yellow here, which yellow and blue mixed together makes green. Okay, so I'm going to get a yellow here, and I forgot to put it on here. So again, you can switch if you need to. It's going to be a pretty one. Yeah, so let's do that because it's turning a little bit bluish green. Okay, you can add some. I got some blue. I'm going to add a tiny bit of yellow to make it a little bit of a green. And it's going to go right under here. Okay, I don't have enough yellow. Put that on there. There we go. So fun. Oh! Just watched the Syracuse game. They won. It was like 78 to something, but they won. So I was really excited. You know, my friends that give me the clothes from Syracuse. I don't have any orange on, but yeah, it's so nice that she sends me clothes. Yeah, I'm still teaching. Great kiddos that we have. And the teachers I work with, oh my gosh, everybody's so great. I love everybody, I really do. Best job I ever had, one of them. I mean, I tried to get that job at McDonald's, being a drive-thru lady. I even had an interview. They didn't hire me. I was like, what? I don't know. She was like, you have a master's degree and you want to work at the drive-thru? I said, yeah, I do, actually. It's all about taking care of yourself and really, I got to put that back on. You know, really doing what you love. If you look here, I'm going to show you the phone every now and then. So I'm going to walk up to the camera every now and then and show you what I'm doing, okay? Okay, it's an Ann Packard. Got to get those clouds in there. It's pretty easy. The paintings aren't that hard, I don't think. Okay, so we're going to go across with this greenish blue. Okay, if you have green, just get the green out, you know. So mine's not going to be exactly like hers, but close. Okay, now the clouds in the sky, I always do the background first, but this time I don't know why. Just doing this one first. I can go up to the sky. I think I will. Sky's big, so I'm going to get a bigger brush. Okay, I don't use a lot of brushes usually when I'm painting. I'm going to do blue with a whole pile of white. And that's going to be my sky up here. Okay, it's very different than the bottom. Okay, but I might change it, you know, I don't know. I don't know. I just mix it up all over. Okay, this is obviously when you go to Cape Cod, it's kind of got that sandy beach kind of look. So I'm going fast because, you know what, there's going to be a lot of clouds that are over that. Okay, so we're going to do those later. Clouds are tricky, you know, I'm learning how to do them myself. They're tricky. Sky doesn't always look the same, and it's not always blue. So remember that, kids and parents that are watching. I'm going to bring my sky down like that a little bit. And then it turns a little bit green. It does. Just like this, right here. So crazy, but it is. So it turns a little green there. And then it's got a little greenish brown. So, you know, when you watch me paint, a lot of times you're like, what is she doing? She's only got one plate. She's mixing it all together. And yeah, I am. So I'm going to start my beach over here. Hopefully it comes out good. I don't know. It's kind of hard the way I'm standing here and doing it. But I hope you're having fun tuning in. I always say, where are my glasses? And you know, you ever do that when you where are my glasses? Where are they? They're on top of my head. But I can't really see with these up close. I have a special pair from Eric Dostal. Again, that we're going to spread this sandy color, and we're going to mix a little blue in with it. Okay, see? Mixing a little blue in there. Okay, I can fix it later. It's going to be like a 30-minute episode, but we're going to go into the next one and finish it. Okay? And then, I don't want to get it on my new chair, Heather. She helped me decorate everything. Well, I didn't do a thing. She just said, you know what? I was like, throw everything out, right? And we'll start over. And she goes, no. Kidding me? You've got some good stuff here. We just got to paint it. And, you know, so we're slowly getting there. But I figure, you know, I've always want my house decorated nice. And people always say, I can't wait to go to Dawn's house because I bet you she decorates good. And it's like, no. Terrible at it. Just downright terrible. Telling my friend, I was talking to my friend Sarah McNulty. Woo! My mom's like, my daughter was like, who are you on the phone with, Mom? Not that we didn't have a lot of pretty girls in our class in high school, but this girl, woo! She was just stunning. And my husband met her at a wedding, and I think he kept her business card in his wallet for like 20 years. I didn't care. I'm like, I know, Tom. She's way out of her league, but she's the nicest person. She also lives on the Cape. Yeah. Near Rach, you know, we're all there. And my sister's on the Cape too. She's Falmouth. I asked her if, you know, the Cape people are moving to Cape Cod. She said, oh yeah, the property values are going up because everybody's moving to the Cape. It's sort of like everybody's moving to Connecticut from New York City. Now the color here is a little like, you know, baby, you know what I'm talking about. Baby diaper. So again, I'm going to have to make it a little bit darker brown, but it's still really pretty. And with painting, it's all about the light. Okay? Not with abstract art really, but with landscapes, seascapes, anything outside, your light, if you don't have good light, you don't have a painting. So I've got some darker brown here. Let me show you. Okay. I got some darker brown here, and I'm just, there's a hair in here, it happens. I'm going to put it back into with my paints. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to add a little brown in here just to make it a little darker. Okay, people are like, what are you doing mixing the blue with the brown? I'm like, well, it's just bluish brown. There's nothing wrong with it. So you don't really have to keep your paints so separate. I'm just kind of getting a little darker over here. And of course, I have to look at the picture again. And it looks like, you know, a lot of times I got to hold that here so I can see what I'm doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come down here a little. Okay. I'm mixing blue with the brown, and it looks like it's a little darker over here. Not all of it, but a lot of it, okay? You can paint the sides later because I really don't want you to get too crazy of views with me here, okay? Mine's not going to be an Ann Packard exactly, plus I'm kind of on TV, so it's hard to show you what I'm doing. There is some sandy stuff back here, a little bit darker, so again, you can use a plate. It doesn't matter. You don't need fancy art supplies. And I just bought my canvas at Dick Blick. Now it's just Blick. I don't know what happened to the Dick, but it's gone. I'm going to put some, these are just like sand bars that, you know, the boat is going to be on the sand, but there's still some white kind of coming through. And it goes over here too. There is some blue showing through because there's like a little water left over. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some of the sky, okay? Now, skies are tricky. Don't worry if yours doesn't look perfect. Okay, it doesn't matter. Remember, clouds aren't always white. Okay, if you look at these clouds, let's look again. The tops of them are white. Some's white underneath. But I got to look very carefully while I'm doing this. Okay, so I'm going to come back over here. And I'm not really mixing, changing my water. So it's kind of messy, but it's going to work. Okay, and I'm going to get out some white while I'm looking at this picture. Hopefully I can get it here. Okay. And yeah, this is so fun. So you get a canvas. You start with the line going across the center. Okay, that's called the horizon line. It's where the sky separates the land. That's it. Sometimes the horizon line is straight, sometimes it's not. This one happens to be straight. All right, I'm going to take my blue and I'm going to mix it with my brown to get a darker shade for some of the clouds that are here. And then I'm going to go back in and I'm going to put the white clouds in, okay, after this dries. But I'm going to make most of this a grayish blue. Okay, you can see it's going to go all the way over the green, not over the green, but you know, into the green here. Okay, I could leave the canvas white for the clouds, but I'm using a new type of white. It's called titanium white. A lot of people say, what kind of white should I buy? There's glossy white, there's titanium white, there's pearl, there's, zinc white. There's so many kinds. You know, if you got the money, buy it all. Okay? Now, on my boat picture, there's a couple little, see you better over here. Hi. My white glasses here. I saw someone in Dick Blick, a boy. Well, actually, these are men, so yeah. It was a guy. I'm like, oh my gosh, you have my glasses. I'm like, are they Zenny? He's like, yeah. But I like my new ones. I like my Ray-Bans. Dr. Dostal knows. Plus, I had these on earlier, and my son said, can you come pick me up from playing basketball? I said, yeah. So I go to pick him up, and I see this person walking towards me. I have the glasses on. It was like an old lady. It wasn't even a kid, and it wasn't even a guy. And I pulled over. The lady probably thought I was stalking her. But I'm like, oh, there's James. And it was like a lady. Oh my God. He was like, Mom, what? I'm not even here anymore. Oh, so when I wear my Dostal glasses, yeah, I can see better. I'm going full on with my white, okay? And I'm going to kind of push that into the painting, okay? Until it starts to look real. Okay, got to keep clicking on here. I mean, it doesn't have to look exactly like Ann Packard's, but I'm kind of pushing. Okay, Bob Ross teaches you how to do this too. I'm kind of pushing into the sky here, okay? And remember, not all the sky is going to be white. Actually, hardly any, really. So you're going to throw that in, and it's going to start to kind of look real. Okay, parts of it are more white than others. So I can put parts of it more white than the others. Okay, you can also go back. Okay, you can fix it how you want. Now also, the sky is a reflection of the water. So there is some white right here, but I don't think this is the sky. Well, it could be. This is kind of like a little line of white. Okay, sort of like when you go to the beach and there's just a little wave crashing here. Okay, there's also a little bit here. And there's also some going to be over by my boat, over here. Okay, so I'm going to put that in there. And then we're going to add the boat real soon. I don't see any more white, okay? A couple more clouds over here that I'm going to push around. I can use some black in with my white because, again, lots of the clouds are black, okay, parts, not all of them. You can kind of push that in there. I'm pushing it with my brush, just pushing it down a little so it kind of blends in there, okay? And it's not gonna look good until I back up, okay? So I'm staring at it, it doesn't look that great right now, but it will. Okay, having so much fun. We're not too worried about I mean, I've been quarantined 3 times at my school, but I haven't gotten it yet. But a lot of my teachers, you know, what's funny with this pandemic is that you don't realize like how anxious people are inside. You just don't. So a lot of people, like some of the teachers I work with, they're really scared, like really scared. It affects your whole health. I don't know why I'm not that scared, but I guess it's scary when you get it, so I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to leave that like that, and I'm going to start on the boat. Okay, now the boat is, it's funny because Ann Packard is known for her boats, but skiffs, I don't know what they're called, skiffs I think, the boats that don't have a motor, skiffs I think, I don't know what they're called. Anyway, when she got really rich, she said, you know what, I am sick of painting boats. I am done, I've made all my money off these dumb boats, whatever the heck she said. But she says the funniest things. Sometimes you might want to get a pencil and draw your boat on. So that's just what I'm going to do. I'm going to get this pencil, okay? If you look at it, it doesn't look really great, see? But you know what? It's the only thing I have, and I'm just going to draw on my boat. Then at least I'll have a drawing on top of my painting for my boat. Okay, so I'm going to get down here like this, and I'm going to do my boat, and it's going to go like this. And you can see I'm staring right at it. So it's a straight line. I can't do these. Okay, so it's a straight line right here. Whoops, my pencil. I don't know if it's going to work yet. It works. Okay, straight line on the bottom. Then it goes up a little. And then it goes over here, okay, over there, back over there. And then there's this thing that's a trapezoid, really, which is a rectangle, except it's different on one side. Then there's a shadow. It goes like this. And it goes like that. And it looks like there's an oar on the other side right there, okay? So that's pretty much all I need. And then I just have to shade super good so it looks like real. So what I'm going to do is put my pencil back. Oop, pencil went on my new wood floors. Christian, hardwood flooring. I can't remember what it was called, but he is amazing. Christian, thank you for my hardwood floors remodel. So this boat is going to be, I'm going to go to a smaller brush, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get brownish, reddish, okay? And, oh, this is not a good brush. Maybe it is. No, that's not a good brush. I'm going to have to get another one. Let's see. I usually don't go too small with my brushes. I just don't. That's just how I work, you know, but you can do however you want. Okay, so what I'm going to do, there's millions of pencils, everything in here. Let's see if I can find one. Again, you know me, I just wing it, so I thought I was ready, but here we go. Here's a good one. Not great. I don't spend a lot of money on brushes, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at this boat here, and basically the brightest part of the boat is a reddish brown, okay? Even if you mix some blue in, it's still going to work, okay? And I'm going to do the part of my boat here is like that, okay? I'm not a great brush, it's all right though. Okay, then my boat gets super dark, like a brownish red, so I'm mixing a dark brown with a red. Again, I don't have the picture in front of me right now, so I gotta make sure. Okay, could be a different boat than Ann Packard's. I mean, I'm trying to do a reproduction of an Ann Packard. But again, mistakes, don't worry about it. Okay, I think I have to sit because I can't do that down there. Okay, so I'm gonna put in this. Get pictures if you want a sailboat, throw a sailboat there. It doesn't have to be, mine is just skiff. Yeah, I've sold all my paintings like this. And they're pretty fun. Okay, so that's good enough for now. Now, let me look at my picture again. Yeah, so anyway, if you're really nervous about the pandemic and everything, a lot of people aren't. It's scary. Okay, oops, I moved it. Okay, it looks like the middle of my boat is brown. So I'm going to take some brown. I'm using a different brush. I don't like this one either. Here we go. So I'm going to use a different brush, bigger, but that's okay. So I'm going to get a different brush, and I'm going to do a different brown on the top. And it looks like it goes like this. Okay, and it goes right over my boat. Okay, make sure it's straight. Okay. Looks pretty good. Again, any mistakes I can get rid of. And then it looks like the boat gets very dark, like almost black. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to put the boat, let me see my picture. Okay, let's see here. I can do it like this, let's see. Okay, so I'm going to get my boat. It looks like there's some black here, but that's still wet, so it's a little hard to paint over that, but I'm going to do it anyway. And then it looks like there's a shadow that comes right off the boat, and it goes all the way onto the sand, but it also comes way up here, very dark. Okay. And it goes all the way to the back of the boat. Okay. Again, I got a few mistakes here, so I got to fix them. But I'm not that worried because this is acrylic paint and it dries really fast. The shadow goes under the boat and it loops around and goes straight over to here. Okay, you gotta make sure it lines up good or else it's not gonna look good. Okay, and that's pretty much good for now. Now, front of the boat I got there's an oar sticking out of it and it's right in the middle. So I'm gonna put that like that, okay? Now, let me see how it looks far away. Because it's very important that you back up a little bit. Mine's not coming to life yet, but you know, we're gonna do 2 episodes. So I'll be able to rearrange and see how it goes.